Hello all, back to Folktales of India. India is a land of stories, stories whispered by rivers, sung by forests, and carried lovingly from one generation to the next. Every state in our country has its own voice, its own rhythm, and its own wisdom hidden inside simple folktales. So far, on this journey of folktales of India, we have traveled through many parts of northern India, listening to stories shaped by mountains, deserts, and plains. Today, our journey gently turns eastward to one of the most culturally rich and historically deep regions of our country, Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is a land where history and mythology walk side by side. It is a land of the Ganga and the Yamuna, called the heartland of India, a land where rivers, temples, and traditions have shaped life for centuries. It is here that the Ganga flows, not just as a river, but a symbol of faith, hope, and spiritual renewal. But the folktales of Uttar Pradesh tell us something deeper. They remind us that true devotion does not always follow ritual and that wisdom can be found in the humble places. This is a story from Bhakti tradition of Uttar Pradesh, a story that gently asks us a powerful question. Where does the Ganga truly live? Long ago, there lived a religious scholar who was widely respected for his knowledge and strict observance of rituals. Every month, without fail, he traveled to the river Ganga to bathe in her holy waters. He believed that these sacred practices alone made him pure and spiritually superior. One festival morning, as he sets out for his ritual bath, his shoes tore. He stopped at the small workshop of Raidasa, a humble cobbler known for his quiet faith and wisdom. As Raidasa repaired the shoes, the scholar spoke with pride. People like you know little about devotion. If you truly worshipped Mother Ganga, your suffering would have ended long ago. Raidasa looked up calmly and replied, if the heart is pure, Ganga can flow even in a small trough. Bathing the body alone does not wash the soul. The scholar laughed at these words. Before leaving, Raidasa gave him two betel nuts and said, please offer these to Mother Ganga on my behalf, but give them to her only when she stretches out her hand to receive them. Amused, the scholar agreed and went on his way. After completing his bath and prayers, the scholar suddenly remembered the betel nuts. He held them out and said, Mother Ganga, Raidasa has sent these for you. To his astonishment, a lotus like hand, shining with gem-studded bangle, emerged from the river. The scholar placed the betel nuts in the divine hand. The goddess accepted them and removed her bangle, saying, give this to my devotee Raidasa. The scholar stood frozen in awe. On his way back, an evil thought entered his mind. If I take this bangle to the king and say Mother Ganga gave it to me, I will be rewarded with wealth and honor. He hid the truth and presented the bangle to the king. The king admired it and said, this is beautiful, but a single bangle is incomplete. If Mother Ganga truly blessed you, bring me the other one. The scholar trembled, but he had no choice. At the river bank, no matter how much he prayed, nothing happened. The king grew angry and threatened punishment. Terrified, the scholar confessed everything. The king immediately went to Raidasa and requested him to ask Mother Ganga for the second bangle. Raidasa said calmly, if the mind is pure, Ganga need not be sought at the river. He filled a small trough with water, folded his hands, and prayed. At once, the same divine hand emerged from the trough, holding a matching bangle. Raidasa handed it to the king. The king, the scholar, and all the soldiers bowed at Raidasa's feet. The king freed the scholar and honored Raidasa with deep respect. From that day on, all remember this truth. The Ganga flows not only in rivers but in pure hearts, humble souls, and truthful devotion. And so, this folktale from Uttar Pradesh leaves us with a timeless truth. The Ganga does not live only in rivers or rituals, but in truthful hearts, humble actions, and selfless devotion. And so, this folktale from Uttar Pradesh reminds us that true devotion lives not only in rituals alone, but in kind hearts, honest actions, and quiet faith. Stories like these are treasures passed down through generation, guiding us gently on how to live and grow. Thank you for listening to this folk tale of India. I hope it stayed with you just like the flowing Ganga. I'll be meeting you again very soon with another beautiful folk tale from India. Until then, keep listening, keep imagining, and keep the stories alive.